everyone, in this video, I want to review my gameplay and share advices. It's not about right or wrong, and if you see something beneficial, you can adapt it and make it to your own. First things first. Let's talk about my setup. I'm using a normal keyboard with numpad and macro mouse. By using a macro mouse, I became much faster in the past. At least in my opinion. I've stopped to click most of the skills, and instead I'm using my keyboard and mouse. Okay, my Sork is the exception, because she has far too many skills for me. Another important topic for me is the in-game settings. As mentioned, I'm trying to avoid clicking the skills or selecting the group members with my mouse. That's why I changed the in-game settings. Normally, you select yourself with F1 and the first group member with F2, and so on. I'm selecting myself with Alt-T and F1 by pressing Alt and moving my mouse wheel to the left side. For the group member selection, I used Y, X, C, V, and B. It's easier for me to press the key with my left thumb, because it took some time before I got used to it. Apropos time, here is my first advice. Time your healing skills and make yourself familiar with the bosses. Most of the bosses in-game are following certain pattern, and you can use them to time your skills. It can be hard to find the right timing. It's try and error, but if you got the hang out of it, it will make your healer's life easier. You already saw some examples of bosses and how I timed the heal. I will continue to show it with the Cleric first, and then with the Chanter. Timing is more important when you are healing a damage dealer as a tank. They can't take that much damage as a plate before they die. The tree in Sunken Telos is kind of an exception. Normally, he does 3 auto attacks and is throwing randomly a group member in the air, at least until the big ad spawns. But sometimes he is unpredictable at all. He became my true end boss when I'm healing in a duo run. One additional hint for Enchanter. Use your spell stopping and cast speed as soon as the big ad spawns. After the big ad spawned, he will do a skill that's called Deny Approach, which will stun you most of the times. Afterwards, he will select someone and throw him in the air. You can use your Radiant Cure or your healing boost after the skill. At this point, I've showed you many examples of bosses and how to time the heal. Another important and not so easy part is healing the group if you are fighting against a group of ads. As you will see, I'm switching between the group members while I cast the spell. You will heal your previous target, and then you can heal your currently selected target. When you are healing solo, you should remember to heal you as well. Otherwise, one more hit could kill you, and then your group is left without a healer. The last thing I want to talk about are macros. In the past, I had a strong opinion about macros and how badly they would influence my healing performance. But recently, someone showed me useful macros and I created some on my own as well. I will post them in the video description. I'm still against using macros for non-instant spells. One more thing. I was struggling with myself if I should talk about the healing boost skills of my Cleric, because for me, it's hard to explain when to use which skill. In total, I have 5 healing boost skills when I'm also counting the cast speed skills. Blessed Shield, Noble Grace, Sage's Wisdom, Amplification, and Healing Touch. Most of the times, I'm starting with the Blessed Shield. It will provide you a shield which will increase your healing boost by 100%. Unfortunately, if it received too much damage, it will break. So be aware when you cast it. As mentioned, I can't really explain in which order I'm using the heal boost skill. As soon as I get the feeling that I'm too slow or my heals aren't enough, I'm using a boost. For me, it became kind of intuitive. I hope you've enjoyed the video and got useful ideas.